Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Greg Michalowski. Today's date is July 24th, 2014, and this is a daily Forex video report for equities.com. Today there's been some news coming out of Europe. There's some news coming out of the UK, and the news is diverging. Let's first take a look at the EU news, the news coming out of the Euro region. And the PMI flash estimates for the month of June came out a little bit better than expected here today. The manufacturing index rose to 51.9 from 51.8. That's a move in the right direction, but the service index rose even more to 54.4 from 52.8. Good news from those indices. Now, in Spain, they also released their unemployment rate. This is a quarterly release. And the rate fell from 25.93% to 24.47%. Sounds very high still. Sounds like it's a problem. But what is important is that the market has already discounted the fact that Spain has been having a high unemployment rate. They're trying to get that under control, trying to get that trend to start to reverse itself. It's taken longer than some of the other countries to recover, but the chart to the right shows that the rate is steadying to moving to the downside, and this quarter's move to the downside was probably the biggest step that it's taken in quite some time for that unemployment rate. So good news coming out of Spain, good news coming out of the EU with the PMI estimates today. On the flip side, in the UK, they released their retail sales today, and although retail sales rose by 0.1 for June versus minus 0.5% last month, the estimate was for a 0.3% gain. So this was actually less than expected, and that should pressure the pound. If you took out auto, it came in weaker still at minus 0.1 versus minus 0.5 last month. So if you take out the autos, 2 months in a row with declines, suggesting perhaps a steadying / negative trend for the retail sales sector in the UK. So on one hand, we have the EU having better data versus estimates and moving in the right direction, and on the other hand, we have in the UK worse data than expected and moving in the opposite direction. So when this happens, you get a movement, or tend to get a movement, in what is called the a cross-currency pair, and this would be the cross-currency pair that I'm going to focus on here today in the chart of the day is the euro versus sterling cross-currency pair. And so I'm going to put up a daily chart here of what the euro sterling has been doing in the over the long term, I guess, going back to February of 2013. The price of the euro sterling has been moving to the downside. What does that mean? That means that the euro is the weaker currency, the weaker economy, and the pound sterling is the stronger economy. What did we get out of data here today? Was the euro the weaker economy today, or did it have weaker data? No, it had the stronger data, and the pound had the weaker data. So we saw a reversal to the upside here in the euro sterling. I'm going to zoom in and show you that move to the upside in trading here today off the daily chart. That is fundamentally supported by the data that we had in trading here today. If I take a look at an hourly chart now, that's a daily chart, and you can see the trend is to the downside, but we may be bottoming there. If I take a look at the hourly chart, what do we see? We see the market moving sharply to the upside here. This blue line represents the 100-hour moving average. And what have we seen over the last 4 days of trading? We saw the price stay above it here. We saw the price come down to it here and then break below it here. We corrected up to it yesterday, fell off, and today what do? We moved to the upside above that 100-hour moving average. That's a bullish technical move. In addition to that, we moved above this green line. This green line represents the 200-hour moving average, and we moved above that level here, and note how we stayed above that level as well. So on the hourly chart, we're showing bullish technicals here. technicals saying that the price should go higher. The price should be supported probably against these two moving averages. If the price is going to continue to move higher, we should find support right here and right here. Let's go back to that daily chart real quickly here. And I also want to show you how the market may be getting a technical clue from the daily chart. And look at this bottom side trend line. This is a channel that the market's been in. It's been channeling to the downside. Now, we went a little bit below it here. We went a little bit below it here. But for the most part, the market's been in this channel. Yesterday, we came right down to the bottom trend line right here and found support. Today, we're moving away from that channel. So what does that say? That says that the technicals from this chart are showing some positive bullish signs as well. Perhaps that the market is bottoming down here against that trend line and has the potential to move up and test the top side channel trend line around the 80 level and perhaps and maybe even this trend line right here. Those would be our next targets, which connects a low here and a low here. That level comes up a little bit higher around the 80-10 level. From there, a break above that opens up the door for further upside potential for the euro sterling. So positive fundamentals, positive technicals are driving the euro sterling price higher today. We'll see if that trend continues in the future. My name is Greg Michalowski, and this has been a report for equities.com. If you like this report and want to learn more about foreign exchange and foreign exchange trading, visit me daily during New York hours at gregmikefx.com, and I'll teach you. Have a good day and good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.